Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Everyday English Channel, the podcast where English becomes easier, friendlier, and more useful for your real life. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mark. Today's topic is powerful. Actually, it's life-changing if you learn it well. How to express disagreement politely in English. Most people know how to agree, but disagree? That's where communication usually breaks down.
If you've ever said something and instantly wished you could take it back, this episode is for you.
Exactly.
Agree to disagree. Why it's powerful. People often think that disagreeing means you must win. But polite disagreement is the opposite. It's about protecting the relationship.
English speakers often use the phrase, "let's agree to disagree." This means we both have valid viewpoints. Neither of us needs to win. Full meaning. You accept differences as normal. You choose peace over victory. You leave the conversation with respect, not resentment.
It's not about avoiding conflict. It's about managing conflict in a healthy way.
Understanding doesn't equal accepting. Many learners fear saying, "I understand," because they think it means they agree. But in English culture, understanding is about empathy, not agreement. Phrases like, "I understand where you're coming from," "I see why you feel that way." Full meaning, you're acknowledging the other person's feelings. You're not dismissing them. You're giving them emotional safety.
When people feel understood, they're more open to hearing your view, even if it's different.
Being right versus keeping the relationship. Sometimes you can win the argument, but lose the relationship.
Exactly. English communication prioritizes harmony, so phrases like, "I respect your view, even though I see things differently," are powerful tools for long-term trust. Meaning, you honor the person, you disagree without attacking, you show emotional maturity.
Great.
Softening phrases that prevent conflict. Jumping into disagreement is dangerous. You need a soft landing. Some top softeners are, "I see your point. That's a valid perspective. I understand what you're saying. I agree with part of that, but..." Meaning, these phrases reduce defensiveness. They tell the listener, "You're not stupid. You're not wrong. I just think differently."
And when people don't feel attacked, they listen better.
I statements, the psychological shield. I statements protect the conversation from becoming a blame fest. Compare, "You don't know what you're talking about." "I see this situation a little differently. You're wrong. I'm unsure about that conclusion." Meaning, you take responsibility for your feelings. You avoid putting the other person on the defensive. You communicate maturity and control.
Avoiding extreme language. Always and never. These words are like weapons. They escalate tension instantly. You always interrupt me. You never listen.
Instead, try, "Sometimes I feel interrupted. I don't feel fully heard at the moment." Meaning, you're describing your feeling, not attacking their character.
Give examples without lecturing. People hate being lectured. So soften your evidence with gentle phrases. From my experience, one example that comes to mind is, "Let me share a perspective that might add to this." Meaning, you're sharing, not forcing. You're contributing, not dominating.
Use questions to invite dialogue. Questions are the secret weapon of polite disagreement. They shift the conversation from attack to explore. Examples: What makes you feel strongly about that? Do you think there's another way to look at it? Can we consider the possibility that, meaning, you invite curiosity, you slow down emotional reactions, you show respect for the person's intelligence?
Tone control. Calm voice equals polite message. Even polite words sound rude if your tone is sharp. English communication values a steady, calm tone. When emotions rise, try, "Let's slow down for a second. I want to make sure I express this respectfully." Meaning, you're signaling emotional maturity and preventing escalation.
Great. Now let's move to active listening during conflict.
Active listening shows respect, even during disagreement. Key phrases, "So you're saying that, if I'm hearing you correctly, let me make sure I understand." Meaning, you're telling them, "I care enough to get your meaning right."
Use I statements to bring down the tension if the other person gets emotional. "I feel unsure about that conclusion, but I respect your perspective." Meaning, you take responsibility for your feelings and show respect at the same time. Redirecting unproductive conversations. If someone repeats the same point or becomes emotional, "I'm not sure we're moving forward right now. Maybe we need more time to think about this." Meaning, you're ending the cycle without shutting them down rudely.
Ending respectfully. Sometimes you need to end a conversation, but kindly. Use, "I appreciate this discussion. I think we should pause here." Meaning, you're stopping the conversation, not the relationship.
Offer to revisit later. A delayed conversation is often a healthier one. "Can we pick this up later when we're both clearer?" Meaning, you're not shutting the topic down forever.
Reinforce respect. End with warmth. "I respect your point of view, even though mine is different. I value you, and this disagreement doesn't change that." Meaning, you're reminding the person that the relationship is bigger than the disagreement.
Thank you for joining this deep session. Disagreeing politely is not just English, it's emotional intelligence.
Practice these phrases, understand their meaning, and your communication will transform.
Bye, everyone. See you next episode.
Bye, everyone. See you next episode.